Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you haven't watched my content before, then welcome to the channel for the first time. In this video, I take an ancestral trip to the Republic of Ireland to visit where a quarter of my family is from. So my mother's maiden name is McCarthy, meaning she's half Irish. My grandfather is fully Irish, meaning I am 25% Irish, which is one of the reasons I wanted to go and check out sort of where a lot of my family are from, and some still live. First, I took a flight to Cork from England, then I hopped on a bus that drove me about 50 minutes right down to the very south to a small town called Bandon, which is sort of southwest of the city of Cork, still in County Cork. My great-grandfather, William Joseph McCarthy, was born in the small southern village of Boabu in November of 1881, while my great-grandmother, Ellen O'Neill, which is whose house we go and visit, was born in Bandon, the town where I'm heading to, in November 1902. And then they lived there together until they emigrated to the UK. In 1920, they moved to Llanelli, Wales, where they had 5 children before moving to Liverpool and having another 4 children, which is where my granddad was born. My granddad was a Scouser, but fully Irish as well, meaning that my granddad was one of 9 children. His mother was also one of 9, Ellen O'Neill, and his father, William McCarthy, was actually one of 19. So yeah, they like big families in Ireland. It's quite a recurring theme, I think, from those times. Right, enough talking. Let's go and explore the southern rural town of Bandon. Let's go. Good morning from a wet island. I'm in Cork, Southern Ireland, right the way down the bottom. I came here because a quarter of my family are actually from this part of the world. My mother's maiden name is McCarthy, so today we're actually heading to a town outside of Cork called Bandon, which is where my great grandmother actually lived. So I'm gonna go and find a house in Bandon and a few places she used to go. So that should be a bit more of a true Irish cultural day, do you know what I mean? Because Cork's a bit touristy. It is a major city in the south, so you get a lot of tourists. But where we're going today, I don't think we're going to get that. It's going to be a lot less touristy and more of a real Irish experience. So yeah, we're just walking to a bus stop. We're going to hop on a bus, and we're going to get a bus for 50 minutes to Bandon, and then we'll go and find my great Nan Ellen's house, Nanny McCarthy. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get on this bus. The River Lee in central Cork. This is the bus that's going to take us to Bandon. Just watching the river. You can see it's a tidal river, so you can see that when the tide comes in, you see how close it gets to the road bridges. It's a small gap, isn't it? But further down the river down there is the port of Cork. We walked down there yesterday, and there's loads of big ships, and there's an old Spanish wooden ship down there as well, which was pretty cool to look at. Yeah, another 10 minutes we'll hop on the bus and get out of here.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Have a return to Bandon?
Yeah. €10 card.
Card, please.
That's where Graham Norton is from.
Graham Norton, yeah, the Graham Norton River walks there.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at that. Nice. It is, isn't it? This is going to be our chariot to Bandon. So, I think it'd be nice. See what we see along the way. Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Bye bye now.
Oh, we made it. Well, we made it to Bandon. 45-minute bus ride for £10 return. It was either that or £51 in an Uber, so I think we made the right choice. We're just going to find out where the bus stop is for the way home, and then we're going to go and head into Bandon itself and start ticking off a few of the things we want to see. So yeah, welcome to Bandon, the deep south. The River Bandon. Actually looks quite nice. Now this bridge that I'm about to walk over, the River Bandon, I stopped to get a picture taken. My granddad gave me a set of photographs of when he took his mom back to her hometown in the 80s, and she hadn't been back there for 60 years. And he gave me a group of photographs that he took of her while she was there with him. So I went and revisited the spots where those photos were taken and recreated the photos of me standing there instead of her, just so you know what the picture overlay actually is. So we're now going to go on to the road where my nan used to live, which is called Watergate Street, which is next to the river that we've just seen there, Bandon River. And this is where she lived before she emigrated to England. So she was born in Ireland, in County Cork, Munster, and then moved to England with her husband. They moved to Wales first, then they went to Liverpool, and then my granddad was born in Liverpool along with a lot of his siblings. But this is it, this is the street she used to live on, and it's this blue house up here. It's almost like a pilgrimage of my family history on the McCarthy side. But yeah, we made it. This was one of the sole reasons why I wanted to come to Southern Ireland, to come and see where a quarter of my family are from. I also want to go and visit a couple of the churches here, because there'll be a lot of my kin in the graveyards, which would be pretty cool to go and explore. So yeah, I mean, anyone we pass on the street today could be my kin. It's mad, isn't it? And McCarthy is a very, very popular second name in Ireland. It is the most popular name in Ireland with the MC prefix before it. And it's also the 13th most common name in the whole of Ireland. So I should imagine there's a lot of McCarthys. Especially around here. McCarthys, I think the highest concentration of them is in Munster. Because once upon a time the king of Munster was a McCarthy. So I think you get a lot higher concentration of them down here, right down in the south. And if you don't know too much about Ireland, we're in the Republic of Ireland at the moment. Last year me and Phil did go to Northern Ireland, but it is very, very different, because that's part of the UK. So it has a lot more English tendencies. Whereas down here, all the road signs are in Gaelic, written in Gaelic before they're written in English. So I should imagine it's a predominantly Catholic area. We are very, very far south down Ireland towards the southern tip. So yeah, it's not like being in Belfast like we were last year, where there's obviously an awful lot of Union Jacks and such. This is a lot more proper Irish. It's a nice little town, to be honest. Rural little town. This is not a touristy place, so I should imagine we're the only English people in this town right now, if I'm honest. Very, very small little town. But when my great nan actually emigrated from Ireland to Wales to begin with in, I think, the 1920s, she came across on a livestock boat. So she was on a boat that had like wooden planks above the hull. In the hull was livestock, so like cows, sheep, and then she and whoever was on that boat would be stood on the wooden planks above the cows and sheep for the journey till I got to Wales, I'm guessing. And yeah, I think she lived in Wales for a few years before moving to Liverpool with her husband, and it's just my granddad moved a bit further south, and that's where I was born. But I still have a hell of a lot of family in Liverpool, awful lot, and probably a lot of family still in Ireland as well that I just don't really know too much about. So yeah, there could be people I walk past today might be my kin and I might not even know it. It's just pretty cool, to be fair, quite interesting. That's where I get my slightly tainted ginger hair from. I think my granddad was a ginger Irishman, but obviously full Irish or full McCarthy, but he was born in Liverpool, so he's actually a Scouser. So a full Irish Scouser. One last quick look at my nan's house. It's pretty cool. It's really cool, to be fair, to come and visit it. I mean, if that woman hadn't have upped sticks and moved to England, then I'd have never been born. So I might have been born, but I might be Irish, full Irish, still living in Ireland. So yeah, it's cool, man. It's like family heritage, I suppose, isn't it? To be honest, I think I'll come back in like another 20 years or something and see what it looks like then. It's cool to see, man. I mean, my granddad bought his mum, my great auntie Ellen, great nan Ellen, back in the 80s, and she hadn't been back for 60 years since she moved in the 20s, I think. And he gave me a set of photographs. And I've took a picture of myself of all the places where he had my great nan stand while my granddad took a picture of her. So this blue shop here was actually like the corner shop on the end of a road. I've got a picture of her in the 80s outside that, while it's still a working shop. It doesn't look very open now, to be honest, but nice little spot down on the river. Very nice. Gonna have a chill down here for 5 or 10 minutes. We'll eat some food. Morning, mallards. Where's all the females at, man? Like 15 male mallards. Where's all your women? They're all male, Phil.
I'll scare them all off.
Where's your women? Absolute sausage fest down here on the riverbank. Beautiful little bit of river though. It'd be lovely to fish this, wouldn't it? You can see how peaty it is, can't you, man? The brown tinge. Look. Ireland is very, very big on peat, isn't it?
Big as like the ball back in the day, wasn't
Peat
it?
bogs, yeah, man. Peat was used heavily in Ireland and harvested heavily in Ireland for a long time. Probably still is, I don't know. They don't call it the Emerald Isle for nothing, do they? I mean, it is lush, isn't it? It is very, very green. I mean, England's green, but it's even more lush than England is. I'm pretty sure no, it's on the other side, I think, is the Graham Norton River Walk. Are they goldfinches?
Yeah, it's a goldfinch.
Or cold? Are they goldfinches or cold tip? We just saw a heron sat under the bridge as well, having a little morning fish. Yeah, because Graham Norton is from Bandon. There's actually a river walk like this one along the river on the other side, I think, that is named after him, called the Graham Norton River Walk. I think that's probably Bandon's most notable, well-known name over the years, I think. It's not a very big town, it's really quite small. Proper island. No tourism around here. Just true cultural experience, I think. Nothing is made shiny for tourists around here, or nothing is to accommodate tourists. It's all for local people, which when I travel I like to do. I don't go to resorts. I'm a backpack traveller. I like to experience the daily life of people of wherever I'm going. I think it's a lot more valuable experience than going and sitting on a sunbed by a pool for 2 weeks. But it's whatever makes you happy, innit, really? Whatever you want to do the most. I learn a lot from travelling. The more I travel, the more I learn. And the more it changes your perspective on things. It really does. It opens up a lot of doors in your head, I think, having all these experiences. And it is life experience as well, if you think about it. It looks like we've got like some waterfall up ahead up here. We're gonna go and try and take a look at that. This is as close as we can get to the waterfall. You can see this cormorant sat there on the stones, and there's cormorant there and an egret just further on. Just heading back along the river, and you can see the cormorant down here, like drying his wings in the wind. Cormorants are a seabird that dive for their food. So when they dive, they get wet, and when they come back up to the surface, they have to sit like this with their wings spread to dry their wings. It's pretty cool, to be fair. I've seen them in England do it, but they obviously do it in Ireland as well. Right, we're going to head back up out of here over this road bridge, and we're going to head to St Patrick's Church to go and have a look at the graveyard there, I think. So we'll go and find the church, go and have a look, and see what else there is to do in Bandon. Well, so that's where the town was in 1627. That's where the town was. Wow. Well, it looks like this is like the. It looks like a bit of a high street, this, doesn't it? Yeah. We just got to walk down this high street until we've got to take a left a bit further on, which will take us to St Patrick's Cathedral, which we're going to go and have a look at. But there is the cathedral up there, actually. You can see it just poking out around that building. So yeah, we're going to have a look at that. But I think we've got to walk up here first. Cross over here. It's like a bookstore or something. Nice coloured houses, buildings, eh? Pretty cool with all the old tobacco advertisements under just normal shop front windows. It's pretty old school. We've made it to St Patrick's, which is a big old place by the looks of it. We've got to go up all these steps up to the actual church itself. We just walked down that street off the high street. Looks very grand, doesn't it? Oh, there's foxgloves over there, look. Yeah, let's get up these steps and have a look what we can find. We're going to see if we can find some McCarthy's in the graveyard, I think. I should imagine there'll be a few. There's obviously the church spire. It's a statue of Mother of God. Very nice architecture, to be fair. Is this the baby Jesus?
This is baby Jesus.
This is the baby Jesus. This is the baby Jesus.
Someone's broken Jesus' fingers.
There's some offerings as well, actually.
Someone has to face the baby Jesus.
Yeah, baby Jesus. There's a statue of the baby Jesus, and now we're going to go up these steps. Oh my god. She has an electrically powered lighted halo. Look at that. This is an electrical conduit running to a halo that has lights on. Wow. That, to be fair, at night, that probably looks great from those gates down there, isn't it? Looking up to this. It's a big old building there. Big old church. I think in this far south down in Ireland, I think you're in deep Republican territory, and I think most people are Catholic. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Walk around the back of the church and found an entryway here to the graveyard, which we're going to have a quick look around. Is that there everywhere? The first one I'll look at is the McCarthy. There's going to be a lot of McCarthy. There's a Florence McCarthy. It's a big graveyard, isn't it? And they're quite grand graves, aren't they? Compared to what you get in England. I mean, this grave here, there's 6 McCarthys buried in this one. Over ranging from 1899 all the way up to 1962. I'm guessing these are predominantly Catholic graves, aren't they? I think. You can see a lot of these as well. They're Celtic crosses. It's obviously like a Gaelic nation, so the Celtic style crosses are obviously quite a traditional thing for the Irish to have. Another McCarthy up there. Daniel McCarthy, Dennis McCarthy, Julianne McCarthy. It's a very popular name in this part of the world, isn't it? Yeah, a little walk around the graveyard. Saw a lot of McCarthys. It's strange, Irish graveyards. There's like, in the whole of the graveyard, there's probably only about 10 or 15 surnames. It's mad. Big families in Ireland. A lot of people share the same lineage. Yeah, very cool, man. I'm not 100%, but there's very good chance that some of my relatives are probably buried in here or in other churches in Bandon. Another one over there. Yeah, big old church. Very busy today because it is a Sunday morning, so it's quite a lot of dedication from the local area's churchgoers, to be honest. I've seen a lot of people going in. There is actually a service going on inside. But yeah, I think that's it for St Patrick's Church. We'll probably head back down into Bandon. We saw a bistro on the way up that I think we're going to go and grab a coffee in now, so go and have a sit down for half an hour or something, and then make another plan, I think. Just had a coffee in a nice cafe, and now I think we're going to go and head to the bus stop to get the bus back to Cork, I think. We've pretty much seen everything we wanted to see, so yeah, we're going to head back to the bus stop. We'll get the bus back to Cork, and then we'll see what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Tomorrow we're heading to a place called Cobb, which was the last port of call for the Titanic before it left to sail to America and obviously sank. So that's quite a historic place. There should be quite a lot of Titanic themed stuff there for us to go and check out. I'm going to do a video there because we're going to get a boat from Cobb to Spike Island, which should also be very interesting. It's basically Ireland's Alcatraz. So in the middle of like Cork Harbour there is an island, and on the island there was a fortress built by the British that got turned into a prison called Spike Island. So we're going to go check that out tomorrow. I'll do a vlog of that, the boat trip over there, walking around Cobb. So yeah, we'll see how tomorrow goes. It's rained a little bit today. It's not meant to be quite as bad tomorrow, so let's hope for some sunshine. I'm going to have a nice boat journey over to one of Ireland's most notorious prisons and do a little tour around that, see what there is to see on there. So yeah, I think I'll leave you to it now. We're going to leave Bandon. Okay, and we saw, we conquered, and I'll see you tomorrow when we start our journey to Cobb and then Spike Island. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a nice trip, to be fair, like a bit of a heritage tracing mission. I probably will come back here, I think, in probably another decade or two, see how much it's changed again, but I'm really glad I came. It's been a nice like homecoming trip, to be honest, back to your roots. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one for Spike Island. That should be fun. Now, I just want to say that my granddad was really excited to see the pictures when I came back, and unfortunately 5 days before I was due to fly out, he actually passed away. So he never got to see the finished pictures, but I'm sure he was with me. And this one was for you, Grandad.